Artificial intelligence. Not too long ago, those two words would conjure up images of bad 2000s movies about robots who want to destroy the world. Looking back, we probably all watched those movies with an uneasy pit in our stomachs, but also reasonably sure that a robot apocalypse would never happen. At least not in our lifetime. Well, welcome to 2023, the age of the robotic takeover. Okay, so maybe the robots aren't trying to destroy the Earth. Perhaps they figure that humans are doing a good enough job of that on their own. But artificial intelligence is causing chaos in a different way. It's wreaking havoc on the stock market. One particular offender is ChatGPT. It reached viral success and saw more than 1 million users in just 5 days. But for those of you still wondering, here's a background of what ChatGPT is. At the tail end of 2022, the Microsoft-backed American research lab called OpenAI released a chatbot called ChatGPT, which stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Essentially, it is a program that is able to create original content that is much more sophisticated than some of the other chatbots out there. This means that, for example, you could ask the program to write your college essay, and it can deliver plagiarism-free content in just a few minutes. If this new bot can deliver fast and easy content, then what happens to all those who make a living out of writing? It turns out that ChatGPT did indeed have major ramifications for those in the writing space, particularly for the writers at BuzzFeed. In January of this year, BuzzFeed, a media and entertainment company, announced that they would be using ChatGPT to create quizzes and some of their other content. This news came after they let go of 12% of their workforce in December 2022. Shortly after this announcement, BuzzFeed stocks shot up a whopping 203%. The company's stocks are still 80% lower than they were when it made its debut onto NASDAQ. Still, AI's newest golden goose seems to be working wonders for BuzzFeed, which will be able to cut company costs and still produce human-like content for its websites. The AI boom is working wonders for OpenAI too. Since the outstandingly good press that surrounded ChatGPT, Microsoft has invested a further $10 billion into the company. Microsoft has also integrated the chatbot into their search engine Bing. OpenAI is now valued at $29 billion, which is a drastic increase from the $14 billion it was valued at in 2021. Google, on the other hand, has not been having as much fun playing with robots. As Microsoft's competitor, it was expected to be that Google would find a way to wiggle its way back into the AI conversation. In fact, at the start of ChatGPT's monumental rise to fame, management at Google issued a code red, and Google CEO Sundar Pichai diverted some teams to building a competing AI product. In early February of this year, Google announced their answer to ChatGPT, Bard. This was a move that did not come as a shock, but the way Google announced it to the world has been less than ideal. In a tweet released on February 6th, Google included a GIF that showcased how wonderful their new launchpad for curiosity was. The GIF starts with Bard being asked a question about the James Webb Space Telescope. The chatbot then responds with information about how this telescope was the first to take pictures of exoplanets. People realized that the information that the chatbot gave was incorrect. The James Webb Space Telescope was not the first telescope to capture exoplanets. That's a pretty embarrassing mistake, but it also turned out to be a costly one. After this AI blunder, Google's parent company Alphabet's stock dropped 9%. That little mistake in a random GIF cost the company $100 billion. While they may seem like they are all-knowing, they do make mistakes, and often. Additionally, they often lack the sophistication to answer questions about certain topics. For example, ChatGPT is notoriously bad at math. Recently, users also figured out how to jailbreak ChatGPT. By including a simple acronym, DAN, which stands for Do Anything Now, users were able to convince the bot to produce information which it knew was false. For example, one user asked the chatbot when the stock market was going to crash, and according to ChatGPT, the crash was set to start on the 15th of February in 2023. Of course, unless we missed something, that information was completely false. Despite its apparent flaws, the potential of GPT technology has investors frothing at the mouth at the mere thought of the money that could be made from these technologies. The frenzy around ChatGPT in particular has led to the rise of other AI companies. After C3 AI, a company that provides different AI tools in one comprehensive suite, revealed that it would incorporate ChatGPT into its product suite, its stocks rose exponentially. Another company that benefited from the craze around ChatGPT is NVIDIA, another frontrunner in the AI game. With all this excitement around AI, some have noted that there needs to be some form of regulation, or else we might all find ourselves in some trouble. The founder of OpenAI, Sam Altman, recently said in a tweet that it is not long before this current generation of AI, which is not very scary, becomes potentially frightening. Elon Musk, who is also one of the co-founders of OpenAI, has also said that one of the biggest risks to the future of civilization is AI. All of us should be just as apprehensive about the future in the age of AI. Just like in all the other industrial revolutions, the fourth industrial revolution will come with major shifts. In the process of working toward a more advanced society, there will be casualties. Many industries will be cast adrift and will need to innovate or die. As it stands, it seems that the only option available to us is to embrace this new reality and to navigate it the best we can. Strap in, folks. The AI wars have only just begun.